I've had a dash cam in my car for 10 years now, and I was offered this integrated dash cam, which fits right onto the windshield almost perfectly behind your rear view mirror. And so I accepted and said I would make a review for them, and here we are. So this is the camera that goes behind your rear view mirror, and they send you a bag with one cord that's plug and play into your car, and then a plastic trim tool. That blue piece there is the plastic trim tool. Also on the camera, there's a camera button and a power button. The camera button will take a picture if you push that, if you want to take a picture while you're driving versus just a video. So they include the cord, that plastic trim tool, and then a 64 gigabyte memory card is included, which is nice. The camera has two settings to record different loop times. So the default is 1 minute loops, video loops, and you can set it to 3 minutes. So I set mine to 3 minute loops. I'll get more into the app settings later, but here are the manual and instructions to install. There's a QR code for your specific car. I want to point out they have a lot of different models. And so I have a Highlander, and they have different Toyota models, Camrys, 4Runners, Tundras, different brands as well. This is how the camera looks in my 3rd gen Highlander installed. I have a 3rd gen Highlander. Let's turn this on. And I have this dash cam plugged in up here. It plugs in, and I've wired this wire. It goes up, down there, around the mat, and plugs in here. I've had this for 3 cars now, and it's lasted over 10 years. It's been fine. It has 2 cameras that you can swivel around and point different directions. But it keeps getting this memory card error, and I honestly think it's a good time to just get a new dash cam. And I like that this new one fits right behind the rearview mirror and looks very OEM. So I'm going to take this old one out and pull the wire out from where I pushed it behind the trim. And the first step is to slide this black panel down that's installed on your windshield. And then there's another black piece that you need to snap out on the top. That snaps out pretty easily, actually. Okay, on the old one you have these little clips that you need to take out. They include this plastic trim tool, so I'm just gonna gently get these off of here. Okay, using this plastic trim tool, I was able to get these 2 pieces off. And then you put those back on here, this new one. Got those 2 clips on this new one with the camera. Voila. I'm doing this with one hand, so I'm kind of struggling to unplug this clip, but it is very simple to install. All you need to do is pull out this clip here, pull out the cord in front, and then they only send you one cord. So you just take this one cord, plug it in. It's pretty foolproof. There's only one way to plug this in. Plug it back into the hole, which you just unplugged that first cord from. And then you have one last cord that comes out of that, and that plugs into the camera, the dash camera, and this black plastic bracket. Okay, I have it installed now. Here's the buttons and the wire sticking out. It was kind of hard to get on there and slide up, but it does fit, and all the wires fit as expected. You just have to get everything in there. Okay, I have everything tucked in now, and I'm going to place this cover piece on. Okay, I've put that cover back on, and this is how it looks as the final product. It's pretty nice, actually. Looks very OEM compared to what came with my car. You can see the camera there in the front and the 2 buttons. So now that it's installed, my mirror is still working, the light is on. So let's open up the app, see what it looks like. Okay, I just want to point out that I did take the film off the front of that camera after I installed it, that blue film. But the app is called FitCamX. You can find it in the iOS App Store or Android Store. Once you open it up, the camera has its own Wi-Fi point. So when the car is on, you can connect to the Wi-Fi. The standard password is 1234567 You connect to the Wi-Fi, go back to the FitCamX app, and then you are now connected to the FitCamX DashCam. The video recordings record in 1-minute loops or 3-minute loops. I'm setting mine to 3-minute loops. And then when you go back into your saved recordings, it will override videos as it records, meaning that it'll just endlessly record videos over on top of each other in 3-minute loops. You can also rename the Wi-Fi point of this camera, which is nice, and change the password. So you don't have to worry about people knowing the standard password of 1234567 But here's all the different videos that I've recorded for a few days. You can see them. It kind of takes them a few minutes, seconds to load that. Here's an example video that I'm going to load. It did take a while to buffer that and then download it to my phone. But here's how that looks once it downloads. This is the lowest resolution setting, and I think this looks pretty good. The lowest resolution setting doesn't quite get vehicle license plates though, but I changed it to the highest setting and you can clearly read license plates. So that is nice. I think this is a great camera. Everything looks great. It looks very OEM and blends into my car well. I think it's a great camera for the money. You can also just plug in the memory card into your computer and download the videos. I like that it has an app that you can connect to it very easily. Overall, an easy recommendation for anyone. They have lots of makes and models for this camera, so go check them out. FitCamX.